I'm Dan.
I'm Mike.
And we are
The Break Plans.
And you're listening to Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio.
Claire!
Danny.
I feel like I should do everything fast tonight because
Why?
I know you're on a time limit.
Yes, that's okay. You
See the looks I get? I didn't even say anything. You see the looks I got?
You start trouble.
Trouble's my middle name.
With a capital T.
Baby. All right. Yes. Welcome to Rock on Radio. I am your host, Danny Coleman. Producer Claire is here with me, and we have a cast of thousands.
We do. Very
Bruce
exciting.
is still here.
Yay.
Yay. And Bruce, you don't.
Bruce is like, yeah, lock up.
Alfred. He's like the NFL. Not for long. That's what's happening with Bruce over there. But we have a good show tonight.
We do.
This evening planned. Mm-hmm. Because we know, and you know, and
Do I?
anybody I talk to knows that I simply adore
Yes,
our
you do.
guests this
Yes, you
evening.
do. I was there the first time you really adored her.
Really?
I was.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Chris was there too.
Well, they're included in the adoration.
Of course. They're packaged
As they
deal.
should be.
That's right.
Except I don't know about this guy yet. This is the first I met him, so, you know,
You'll like him too.
I like him already.
Yes.
Be-
He's a drummer. He's a
drummer,
percussionist.
so I like him
Yes.
already. Yeah. Even if he hates me, I like him because he's a drummer. So,
It's very shallow of you.
I know. But we do have a big show tonight. We have our in-studio guests. We have a call from Will Blakely from the Brian Hansen Band. He's got a brand new band, and it's going to drive me crazy what the name of it is. I will tell you in a second. Oh, Never the Name.
Never the name.
He's going to call. They have a new single out.
Okay.
He's going to talk to us about that. We have Earl from Life of, what's the name of that band, Bruce? Deco artist? Life on Mars. Yes, we have Earl. He goes by Earl.
Earl. Just Earl. Like
Not-
Cher.
Not Motor Earl, not...
Just Earl.
No, Charlie just sent it to me. I'm going to hear it tonight for the first time, actually.
For this
We have a call coming in. We have a call coming in later from Earl of the funky Life on Mars band. And perhaps another one from Britt
Was it like a surprise
of
thing?
the some fantasy rock camp that's got Nancy Wilson and a host of other people in it. So,
I see. And our in-studio guest.
I said that.
I know.
You just
I'm just saying it again.
reiterating that for me. Thank you very much. Anyway, Rock on Radio is brought to you by O'Connor's American Bar and Grill of East Hampton, Mount Holly, New Jersey. The official caterers of Rock on Radio. They will once again, although Pat doesn't know it yet because I haven't reached out to him, but he will be
Providing food.
for the 16th annual Rock on Radio Christmas Spectacular, which you are all invited to, which will air on December 22nd and December 29th.
But we'll split it. Not the same one.
Right.
2 hours of one and 2 hours
We are
of the
going to record all 4 hours.
other. Hopefully.
I will strap myself to the chair.
And we will bring you eggnog.
Ooh, Tracy. That's Tracy's main job.
That's right.
So, but that will be at our other sponsors. Somebody else I have to hook you up with, if you haven't already. Asbury Park Vibes.
Woo!
Diane and Doug. That's why I opened with the break plans,
Yes.
because I went to the Wunderbar
Look
in
at
Asbury
you.
Park to see their EP release. And I saw 2 other bands. One was called Above the Moon, and the other, The Brothers Union. The Brothers Union, wow.
Nice.
Just wow. Good stuff. Anyway, I saw Doug there, but I couldn't get to him to say hi.
Gotcha.
Same thing with Macon. I saw Bob Macon and Aileen there, and I couldn't get to them to say hi.
Nice.
Then I left. Said, my job here is done.
That was a long day for you.
It was. But, yeah, that was after I emceed the benefit for the Veterans Foundation at DJ's in Belmar. So, Asbury Park Vibes. Go to AsburyParkVibes.com. If you're a band, a solo artist, entertainer, realtor, whatever. You need a headshot. You need photography done. Bios for your website, press releases. Go to AsburyParkVibes.com. They also have a fantastic podcast.
Yes, they do.
That Doug and Diane do, that Claire and I have been guests of in the past. So, also, NewJerseyStage.com, where you can find my column this past Thursday. It was on Moody Blues bassist John Lodge.
Ooh.
And he mentions Deco Entertainment in the article. So, NewJerseyStage.com is the finest arts magazine that covers.
Trust me.
All of a sudden, I lost myself.
I know. I lowered your gain. You were reverberating.
That covers all of the arts in New Jersey. Ooh, Jen, see that look on her face when you said that?
Well, you were. It was annoying me.
More so than I annoy you
Yeah,
usually?
normally.
Excellent. I have accomplished today's goals. Lillipies of Princeton, the official dessert providers of Rock On Radio, located in 301 or at 301 North Harrison Street inside the Princeton Shopping Center. Jen makes huge little hand grenades of happiness. Figure that one out.
I don't think even you could figure
And
that
we
out.
eat them till we explode. I spoke with her.
Yes.
Not only is she going to be providing me with something to give away at the Rock on Radio Happy Hour, the first Thursday of the month, so that would be December, I want to say 5th,
I think so. Yeah.
right? But she will also be providing us with desserts for the radio show Christmas party.
Yay! I don't have to bake.
Lillipies of Princeton. When did you ever bake for the...
We made peppermint bark.
Define we.
Okay, my daughters did.
There you go.
I raised them. I provided the material, the ingredients.
Cigar Beauty. Holly is the purveyor of Crown Majesty cigars. She is located down in Florida. Follow her on Instagram at cigar.beauty or go to crownmajestycigar.com and peruse some of her finest puros. Yeah, that's right. Throwing cigar lingo at you.
You could throw it all day long. It goes
So
right
she's the
over my
official
head.
cigar provider of Rock On Radio.
I didn't realize.
As Old Heights Brewing is the official beer provider of Rock On Radio, located at behind Randy Now's Man Cave in Heightstown, New Jersey, on West Ward Street. They have some really good beers. Mm-hmm. Old Heights, Hights, Old Heights Brewing of Heightstown. Oh, now I know what that is. The official Chandler of Rock On Radio, Dee Dee of Dee Dee's Lights. Go to, you can't, her website's not done yet, but you can find her on social media.
She puts a
Under
lot of
Dee
videos.
Dee's
She's been
Lights.
doing some videos out there.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She's been out of control. You guys know Dee Dee from Strawberry Pie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was at the headliner show too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, she made the candles for the Rock On Radio 15th anniversary bash.
Yes. She did.
She did. They smell nice too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were the centress. Centress. You chose the scent.
I did. Sandalwood.
Correct. Who else do we have, Claire?
Art Supplies.
Oh, Phoenix Art Supply and Framing. That's right. Located on Route 611, which is also known as Southeastern Road in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Jenny Schaefer runs one of the finest frame shops ever. Ever. And if you go in there and order $200 worth of framing, you get $40 off because they've been in business for 40 years. Mm-hmm. So you get a $160 bill and $200 worth of framing. Sure. Many thanks to her and Chuck. Chuck is a fine musician in his own right. Many thanks to her and Chuck for sponsoring not only Rock on Radio, but the happy hours as well.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Footwear.
Oh, yes. You beat me to that one.
I tried to show you my sock,
yes.
but it didn't work.
Hey, Chris, are your feet cold?
No, I'm good. He's probably cold.
Okay. Whose feet are cold?
I'm cold, Greg.
You're cold? All right. Well, we got socks for you.
Socks.
Sinister Footwear. Go to sinisterfw.com and check out Tina's fantastic. You know Tina, don't you? Tina Labosco. She was on the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation board.
Yes, I've spoken to her a few times.
Tina has her own company. It's called Sinister Footwear. So if you go to sinisterfw.com and check out some of her crazy socks. She's got socks for the holidays.
Wrestlers, Harry Potter.
Cartoon characters, movies, historic events, drummers. I mean,
Put that in the phone.
there is everything.
Dirty socks? Dirty socks?
She might eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how dirty, but
I myself own a couple of pairs of Marvin the Martian socks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
and he scored a hole in one. Not a hole in one, but a hole in one.
As I was wearing them, the
did.
the first time I ever got a hole in, and the only time I've ever gotten a hole in one in my life on the golf course.
But he didn't
An
get a
ace,
hole in
is
one.
there no? That's right. SinisterFW.com. Use the promo code DCRSocks for 10% off your total order. What is that?
I used to do it every time. Sandy.
Oh, I didn't get to her. I actually remembered her this week.
Oh, okay. You
'Cause I was
looked at
just
me.
talking to our friend, our new friend Darren over
Yes.
there about her.
Yes.
And there's one more after that.
Oh.
Sandy Hall Music.
You're
If you go to
surprising me.
sandyhallmusic.com, and you will see she has her latest release entitled Full Circle out, which is also available through where we are right now, through Deco Entertainment, as we are coming to you lively recorded at the 2-Track Studios of Deco Entertainment here in the hinterlands and at the palatial estate of Bruce.
Bruce Wayne.
Get your deer. Get some venison chili. That's what we need, Bruce. You got to go out there with your bow and arrow.
You can't do it now.
Tomahawk. I don't know. Whatever you want to use.
Oh my God.
Anyway. And if they want to find out about us, Claire, how do they do that?
They go to DCROR, which is the short link for Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com.
Correct. Facebook, Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio, the number 2. Instagram, at Rock on Radio, all one word, all capital letters.
Now, did you just say you had one more?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-Track Studios of Deco Entertainment.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Do
Carry
I have
on.
another one?
No, I don't know.
No, I'm out of
I thought you were
sponsors.
going to surprise me with something. I thought there was like a new something.
No.
Okay.
No
Because you've been known to
surprises.
do that.
Have I?
Yes. Springing something on me.
Most likely true. Very true. Well, tonight we have a fantastic guest. And I cannot say enough good things about these guys because I love their music. I love them as people. And I am thrilled that they are back on Rock on Radio.
Yay.
So, please welcome the Jenny Barnes Trio? Is that where we're going? What are we going with this?
Jenny Barnes Band,
Jenny
Jenny Barnes
Barnes
Trio,
Band.
yes.
Yeah, when you were the great unknown, I knew that one.
Yes.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
Now, who did you bring with you today?
I bought my friends, Greg Smith,
Yay.
Chris Pitcher,
Yay.
and Mr. Darren over here.
Yay, Darren.
Well, and Darren is here because he's helping promote a show that
Yes, at the Lizzie Rose,
you have, the Lizzie Rose Music Room in
Yes.
Tuckerton. And when is that?
December 6th. And December 6th, right? Is that a Friday or Saturday?
I think it's a Friday.
Friday. This
Today-
Rock on Radio Happy Hour is December 5th.
Okay. So we'll be able to make it there.
Excellent.
Yes. Yes, we will.
That sounded like an invitation,
Always.
whether it was or not.
Always.
We're coming,
Yes.
Well,
Yay.
you are all welcome to attend the Christmas party.
but
Right.
not the happy hour.
Oh, the happy hour too.
That's after.
If you want to do that.
One or the other.
Actually, at the December happy hour is the one to attend because I've got stuff I give away. I got gift certificates for the bar where it's at, and they have food. They have
I just want the pies.
they have the Lilla pies. I have Lilla pies to give away. I have stuff from SDM Creations. There will be lottery tickets, gift cards. I'll put together a large gift as an additional prize that'll have pretty much one of everything. So it's usually, and I got music by Radio Fiction.
Yay.
And speaking of Radio Fiction, on our 10th anniversary party, you stepped up and replaced them because Joe's mother passed away literally like less than a week before the party. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't make it. And I was so glad.
We had a great
That
time.
you
That was
did.
a fun time.
That was the
that
10th
a great
anniversary.
That was fun.
And
It's
also,
5 years ago.
yeah, I had more hair then.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm going to go back to the church because, Chris, you already remarked about how much this is a little more spacious.
A little bit, yeah.
And that was a decent sized room.
It
I
was,
remember we
yeah.
had 3 couches in
It
that.
wasn't
in that
tiny,
other.
yeah.
All right. And the first time you ever came upon this program and were a guest, you had your foot in a boot.
I did, didn't
Yes. You
That's
tore
right.
your Achilles tendon
I? Yeah,
doing
doing Muay Thai. Yeah,
That's Muay Thai.
you kick things.
Thai kickboxing.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you was drinking my tie.
I was like, is it
I
like
wish I
jujitsu?
was. I probably should have been doing that. Yeah, my muscle just decided it was gonna just tear.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Ouch.
so
And you've recovered since.
recovered
Thankfully.
since. Yes.
Now, you play guitar
Yes.
and you sing, and you play guitar very well,
Oh, thank you.
electrically and acoustically. You've got fantastic original music. But, and whoever, you can jump in and tell me I'm wrong. I was married once. I
You're
can take
wrong.
That. See?
Whatever that is, you're just wrong. That's my job.
You seem to have gone in a little bit of a different direction. A little more bluesy, maybe? Yes? No?
Well, blues was always, it's always in my heart. So I've always had blues on my mind, but I don't know. I don't really try to go in any certain direction with my music. It just kind of comes to me, and then I try to get it out there. I don't know. I don't think I've really gone in a different direction. It's just I think I evolve all the time.
Okay.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Correct. Darren's getting all... He's
I'm a
doing
yoga
Tai
teacher
Chi.
too, so namaste.
Ah. Well, you do. You do a lot of things aside from music.
Yes.
You still doing the hair thing?
I do hair, yes.
Okay.
She just did mine this
I
morning.
actually was I was a massage therapist for a while too. That was a fun job. Yeah, you meet a lot of people. Very intimately.
Yes.
You know.
Get to know
Nothing
them.
but a thin
Yes.
sheet between you.
Yes.
Even then. Not always.
It
I
was
always worry when I
interesting.
go for a massage because it's like, you get to that point where you got to roll over and it's like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yes.
Nah, never worries.
Yeah,
This has
women don't worry
potential to be
about that stuff.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. So,
Hot towel.
There you go.
Ah.
Painful.
So tonight with you, you have Chris, and you have Greg, and take us. Oh, and here's our phone call from
All right.
from Will. Oh, you turned it up. I was listening to my ringtone.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Rock On Radio, Will Blakely. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, sir. What's happening?
Well,
Yeah, nothing much, man. I'm, living my best life. That's all I can do, right?
You always are, my friend. You always are, and that includes a new
venture.
project aside from the Brian Hansen band, and you've got some big stuff happening there. Tell us about the band. Never the Name.
Yes, sir. So, Never the Name is, like we have stated thus far, the name of the band. It's a new project in addition to my many other projects. I'm still on bass for this one, but I am also now the lead vocalist on this one. So, that's definitely a change of pace for me.
Oh, look at you. Grabbing the
Yeah,
mic.
yeah, I tried. I tried it. It definitely was anxiety inducing, but, I managed to do it. I looked at it this way. I said, I wrote these songs, and most of them from some type of personal perspective or experience. So what it really came down to is who else was going to sing them other than me?
Well, that's true. So I didn't realize that you were the main songwriter for this project.
Yes, sir. Actually, for this particular project, I actually did the entire production. I did all the parts, the vocals,
Wow.
the mixing and mastering, recording, the whole nine.
Cool.
So, you guys are what, a 3-piece unit?
Four. So
Four?
the band
Okay.
itself has the what I like to call the world-renowned Joshua Van Ness on the drums, who is
Okay, I know Josh.
the people's drummer, right? He's
Mhm.
the drummer for everybody. I don't know how that man finds that many hours in a day, but I'm just grateful that he carved out at least one for me. Then we have Lisa Lovell of the Extensions fame on keys and guitar,
Okay.
and then we have Tom Bryant on guitar as well, who I know Tom from, he's the guitarist for Matt Cook. So
There
I
you
know
go.
everybody
I
from a
knew
different
that name.
band.
Right. Okay.
Yep, yep.
Oh, nice. So how did this come together?
So I had the longest time said I'm going to put out an album of songs that, I wrote, and am going to perform and sing. Being that, I write songs for, the Brian Hansen band as well. But this was a little different. This was me actually writing songs fully, including the lyrics and from a perspective of my own. And I kept saying that and saying that and saying that. But I had friends and family, including, Joshua Van Ness, who were always like, so when's that Will Blakey album coming out? When's that Will Blakey album coming out? And I kept saying, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. But in reality, I just kept procrastinating. And then, entering this year and kind of getting things going, there was peers around me who were just putting out their album just because they're like, I'm just going to put it out. I've got these songs. I want to put it out. And I said to myself, you have all of the means to do the album at home and everything you need to get it done. Just do it. Stop procrastinating and put it out. And then, like, in the 11th hour, I was like, I don't really want to put it out as a Will Blakey solo project, so to speak. Even though behind the scenes it was done that way, I'd rather do it as a band, and thus we went with Never the Name, and that's kind of the backstory to that.
Oh, excellent. So you have this new single coming out, which is called.
The single is called Quasimodo's Love Note. It actually came out last Friday, so it is out.
Oh,
Ready to be-
fantastic.
You can stream it and listen to it as many times as you want.
Nice. And how can they do that?
You can go on to, well, the best way to get to it, if you don't want to, you can look up Never the Name on most streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on YouTube Music, it's on Deezer, things like that. You can find it there. Or you can, do what I would love if everybody would do, and that would be go to the Never the Name Instagram page, which is never underscore the underscore name. and follow the band page, because we're definitely trying to build up our followers. And on there is the link to our DistroKid, which has all of the ways you can stream the song.
Well, fantastic. There's so many options now.
I know.
There's so many options. They make it so simple.
Or confusing if you have anxiety. Oh no, should I pick this one? No, maybe I'll pick that one. Maybe I'll pick this one.
I know, right? Especially when you have multiple, you're like, which one do I choose to listen?
Right. Well, my guest in studio tonight is Jenny Barnes and her band. And when I said anxiety, Jenny, your face got you're like, that's me. That's me. What do you find so anxious about such a situation?
Well, first and foremost, hello, Jenny and band.
Hello, how are you?
For me, the anxiety about it all is, it's not that I'm not used to singing. You know, I'm used to singing backing vocals and, you know, other projects that I'm in. And, you know, even in the extensions, there's one song in our set list that I sing the entire song. But this is me singing an entire album. And this is me taking something that is written, every song is written from a personal place, and singing, you know, from that emotional standpoint of what motivated the song in the first place. Anything else I'm singing somebody else's words. So this was like, kind of like me giving people that peek behind the curtain as to what may actually be going on in my mind at any given time throughout the course of the album, which when the album comes out, it'll be 7 songs, with Quasimodo's Love Note just being the first single out of 3.
Okay, nice. Well, that question, Will, was actually directed to Jenny, because when you said anxiety, or somebody said anxiety, her face got like lit up, like,
Well,
that's me.
But yes.
But now I'm glad you told me yours too. But go ahead, Jenny. What were you going to
Let's
say?
get Jenny's perspective.
No, my perspective is just anxiety to where to start. Where to start? Just where to just buckle down and start. I mean, I write music all the time and I perform it all the time, but as far as like the recording aspect of it and getting it out there to people, that's where my anxiety goes crazy.
So your anxiety lies in
The production.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
now
I
see,
guess.
Will doesn't have that issue because he
Yes.
was the judge, juror,
Yes.
and executioner with that. He did it all.
Right, yes.
So, did you fight with yourself over that, Will?
Yes, I actually did. The reality of it is, I genuinely did at times.
And well, see, that is the thing. Like Jenny, when you guys do you do this at home? Who with your music, Jen? Who does the production? The studio?
Oh, we do it at home, but we did go to a studio to record a few things so far, but I don't have an album out yet.
So you guys have a setup at home?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because like Will, like you were just saying, you have this. A lot of times when you're doing your own thing and you're doing it at home, you have a couple of things over your head that aren't over your head that would be if you were in a recording studio. Number one, time is money. So since you're home, you can tweak and twist and edit and remove and re-enter and so on and so forth.
I'm glad you moved from the tweeze.
The tweezing.
Yes, and trust me,
you were
the ability to
twerking.
do that was part of the
You
problem.
can twerk.
That's where I thought you were going. I was like, oh.
Now, somehow my juvenile producer Claire has taken this to.
No, I just know you very well.
I was just about to ask that. Is Claire there with you?
Oh, yeah, she's here.
Hey, Will.
Hi, Claire.
When am I not?
Somehow tweaking and all that became
Twerking.
twerking and
Tweezing.
and tweezing and yes,
Ow.
the women in here, their minds are in spots that they should not be.
Listen, Danny, if you want to do some twerking, hey, I'm not judging.
Wait, I don't
That's
know.
why I
Wait.
love you, man.
Renege, wait.
You're sitting a little too close to me.
Yeah. Now Chris just moved over 6 inches to the right. Greg has never been here before, Will, so he don't know what's
And
going
he
on.
never
Darren's
will again.
never been here
Oh,
either.
you've got some first timers in there. Okay, okay.
They're not a jaded veteran like me yet, you know. All right, so the single is out and it's called.
Quasimodo's Love Note.
All right, and where can we find that again, Will?
Once again, it is on all streaming platforms. You can find it on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Amazon Music, wherever you can find these things these days. Deezer. The only one that I'm aware of that it's not on is Tidal. But other than that, it's on all the major platforms.
Nice.
Fantastic. All right, man. And how can we find out more about you? Is there an Instagram or a website or something?
Yes,
want
you
to
can go to. You can follow Never the Name on Instagram. Once again, that's never_the_name right there on Instagram. We're also on TikTok, trying to build up our social media presence. Those are the only two we have at this point. I'm not going to do Facebook or X, but we are on Instagram and Twitter, so give Never the Name a follow on those.
Yay.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much, man. If I don't talk to you, make sure you have a happy holiday season, huh?
Same to you, same to Claire, and of course
Yes.
to the wonderful band you have there. So everybody enjoy.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
And thanks for having me on the show, Danny.
All right, buddy.
Awesome, Will.
Rock on,
All
my
right.
friend.
Later, brother. Rock on.
There you go. Will Blakey. We've had him in here as a
yeah.
member of the Brian Hansen Band on a couple
right.
occasions, but never the name. So,
Always fun. I shared it out to our Facebook page.
oh, good. All right, our guest tonight is Jenny Barnes and Greg Smith, Chris Pitcher, and the man simply known as Darren. He's like Sting.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know
like
if he wants
Prince.
to tell his last name.
That's all right. Well, Darren is here because he's going to help us promote your gig that you have coming up at the
Yes.
Lizzie Rose Music Room in Tuckerton on December 6th.
Darren
Right?
is a tremendous friend and PR person.
Now, is that just you guys that night, or
No, it's a full band. We have a.
no? I mean, is there an opener, or is it just
No, it's just
Jenny
us.
Barnes? Oh,
Nice.
fantastic!
Oh, fun.
Love it.
Nice.
Great. Well, that's good too.
Yes.
So, all right, let's find out a little bit about all you before we get into the nuts and bolts.
How much time do you have?
We got about an hour and a half left. So,
Okay.
About right.
nuts.
there you go.
Not
All
the
right,
bolts.
so we'll start with you then, Greg. How did you get involved with this conglomeration?
I actually met Jenny maybe the same minute Chris did
Yeah.
at an open mic
Yeah.
in Bradley Beach.
Brewster's in Bradley Beach.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
the
I've been
bowling
to that a
alley,
few
right?
times back in the day.
Yeah. We had a band a little bit further down South Jersey in where was that? Lenoka Harbor, I guess we were.
Yeah.
And we heard about this chick that could every song that we were doing. This one of our buddies was like, this chick, I gotta introduce you to this lady. And we're just like, oh, all right. And so we just met her blindly at an open mic. We knew the songs, she knew the songs, and we just went at it, and we never looked back. Honestly, I mean, I did because I was involved in some other projects in between. That's why first time appearance here actually. But I was at the old school with Sam Sims way back.
Oh
You had a
God,
whole
yes,
different cast
you
of
were.
characters. Whole different cast of characters.
Oh man, I haven't talked to Sam in a while.
Oh,
but-
he's a good
oh,
dude.
no kidding.
Yep.
How about that?
He's a daddy now. Beautiful little girl named Ruby. Yes.
Really? Man, it has been at least 9 months then.
I think he just put out. Well, yeah. Oh, you're counting the months.
Well, I figured at
He
least.
just put out an EP. I guess just this spring he put out an EP.
Hey, usually he sends me his stuff. I guess
He's busy as a dad.
yeah, pretty busy.
He's a little busy right now.
Is he down in Florida, Sam?
Sometime,
Oh,
I
okay.
never know where to
I know he's
find him. He's surfing in Costa. He's somewhere teaching in Mexico. He's just
nice.
he just does what he does and he goes out there. But this one, I mean, Jenny Barnes.
I know.
I don't know how I got into the band, but I'm not sure how they're going to get rid of me.
Well, I'm
know
pretty
how.
He's
sure.
working on a few.
I'm pretty sure I recall. I think the last drummer, Chris, buried his body in the backyard.
It's starting to stink a little.
That's just a rumor I heard.
Which one? I don't know.
Which one? That's right. But no, that's great.
Yeah, that's funny.
You said something, and then you mentioned Sam, and I was like, ADHD. Oh, squirrel.
Yeah.
It happens. That happened to me too.
But I was going somewhere with something, and then you mentioned Sam. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But
Oh, just how we met. Started playing with Jenny.
right. Oh, now I know. Lenoka Harbor.
If I'm gonna be the one with the good memory here, this is not gonna work.
Good chance.
Okay, Lenoka Harbor.
You might go right to the front of the line. Where at in Lenoka Harbor?
We were just off of, I guess it was Manchester,
Road.
Oxford
Yeah,
Road.
I lived
yeah.
on it. Actually.
Oh, you did too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
worked
this-
at the Home Depot there.
Okay,
During
right by
Sandy.
Murray Grove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
across the street. Yep.
Yeah,
we do drum circles over there with Roseanne.
Oh, did you? Oh, no kidding. Ha. Well, this when Dave and oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on her name now too.
Jenny Barnes. Jenny Barnes.
This hour and a half.
Not Jenny Barnes.
Claire, producer Claire.
When Dave and Bobby anyway, the guy that was the one that was in charge of the maintenance and everything over there. This radio show was actually on the studio that he had, and we used to broadcast from the room with the fireplace and we do the drum circle.
Live stream.
Probably, yeah. Yep. That's
cool.
funny.
I love that.
Nice. And you brought along a djembe, I see.
I did,
a
yeah.
very large one.
That's a 16-inch Remo, just
It's
fiberglass. If it gets wet, it doesn't get hurt. It doesn't fall over. It doesn't get hurt. It's
Excellent.
wash and
Excellent.
wear.
Good. So now, Chris, you enjoy...
Greg? Not really, no.
I understand.
This is gonna get easier.
I've actually known Greg for like 30 years. We used to work. That's how we originally met. We worked together in the civil engineering world.
Oh.
And then we,
As opposed to the uncivil engineering,
exactly.
which when you're dealing with engineers, it can become uncivil
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah, it can.
I understand that. Well, now you're the guitar player. You and Jenny are the guitarists.
Yeah.
Who's playing bass these days, and why isn't that person here?
Lee.
Lee?
Lee on
Lee?
bass.
Homely, ugly? What-
He's just
Will
Lee.
Lee?
Kinda like
We don't know his name, his last name. He's Lee on bass.
That's
Leon bass.
Leon
Leon bass.
Leon.
Leon bass.
That's no joke. No joke. He actually played with Boot Hill Express for many years. They're like a southern rock cover band, really good.
Okay.
Nice.
I know that name that you're talking about. I don't know Leon bass or Leon bass or whatever. the name is.
Lee.
And he's not
On
here because
bass.
he wouldn't fit in the car.
Oh, it's Lee,
Lee.
on
On
bass.
bass.
Okay, gotcha. You got to
Lee
get the
on
finger
bass.
motions down like
Yeah.
that. You're just. You see why I love these guys?
I know.
It's a lot
I
of
know.
fun. So, okay. So then, Jenny, how did you happen upon Darren?
Well, that is a story for Chris and Darren to tell. Actually,
Well, so Chris, you're at the root of this
Yes.
once
I'm
again.
at the root of
All right.
all evil.
Yes,
Apparently,
he's the root.
I met Darren in what, second grade,
Wow.
first grade,
I think fifth.
fifth grade. I don't know.
grade, yeah.
It felt like
It felt
second.
like first.
It's been so wonderful.
Is that how it goes in the civil engineering world too?
Yeah.
Inch, quarter inch, whatever you
Yeah.
did, whatever.
Yeah,
You've been to this one.
I got
It's close.
I got stories.
There was a drawbridge stuck open not too long ago. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I've known Darren forever. We were in and out of touch over the years for periods of time, and then he happened upon me and Jen sitting in with the Mike Dalton band one night, and then he never left.
He never left.
No, I actually didn't meet him.
No, you did,
I did.
and you met Tom too. Yes,
Come on, not on the
I
radio,
must have
guys.
been loaded.
you were wrecked.
I mean, we hadn't seen each other.
Did I
'cause-
mention that's why I
for a
like
long
these
time.
guys?
Yeah, we met over music, basically. We had reconnected because it had been like 30 years
Yeah,
since
wow.
we had seen each other.
Yeah, we were playing, I think, at that
we're in Long Branch
distillery.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you showed up with Tom,
That's right.
and you never left.
It was that version of John Prine's Angel from Montgomery that night. And I was like, wow. Whoa. I said, Chris, what's up?
That's big.
And then just started following.
Actually, that is a tune I got to play with you in your basement.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
thinking how nice that sounded. Fantastic. Well, let's do some music. You, Jenny, of course, write and I will say it again, fantastic original music. And we'll get into a little more of that and the process in a little bit, but let's hear something now. What do you want to play? Or do you want to play live? What do you want to do?
We'll do Down the Road.
Okay.
Is that live or studio?
Yeah, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I don't
Okay.
think we
Do a
have
live
it.
one?
Sure.
All right.
All right. Well, if you're just tuning in, I have the Jenny Barnes Band here on Rock On Radio.
Hey, we forgot to mention our drummer.
Yes, there is another drummer. That's true, but we didn't.
I thought you were the drummer.
No.
No, I'm the
You're the percussion guy?
I'm the drummer.
He's the
You're
drummer
the cymbal.
sometimes.
I see. Who is your drummer if it's not Greg?
Well, he's not known by a lot of people. He doesn't play with a lot of bands
He
every day.
plays with every band. He plays with every single band.
His name is John Hawes.
He's
a
awesome.
wonderful friend of ours.
It's awesome.
And we're lucky enough to have him actually be in the band because he wasn't in the band when I started the band.
Oh, you
got
started
him
the
now.
band.
No, when I started with the band.
I picked up on that
did too.
too, Jenny.
I leave words out. And that's just the important ones.
He was going to call it the Greg Smith Band, but that wasn't cool enough.
Isn't that the drummer? The drummer that was in Journey? Was that Greg or Mike Smith? Greg Smith, right? Steve Machine Gun Smith. That's right. Okay, sorry. All right. So what are you going to do for us there tonight?
Greg, you want to talk about it?
Well, he wrote this one too, right after you formed the band, or you wrote this and then formed the band.
There you go.
This one is called Down the Road.
Okay.
And yes, it's
Good.
Nothing Baby Makes Me Feel Like This Does. You know, one of those songs about just feeling really good when you meet someone and you really connect, and it's all downhill from there. But this song doesn't say that. It's just about all the good stuff, you know, all the
Fantastic.
butterflies.
The
Right.
butterflies with
Well,
the anxiety.
And the flutterbys, yeah. all
Oh,
of
the
it.
flutterby.
In
Yes.
a good way.
Whoa.
The moths and the dragonflies. Okay.
Jenny Barnes band.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, nothing, baby, makes me feel like this does, but this does. I hear you've been on devil's hands, but I'm coming after you with all the deep, hardcore love that comes smiling down from heaven here on earth. Fly down fast like a hummingbird, and I'll have to drink your nectar. Ooh, and it always seems to work. You just say my name, and it hurt, and it hurt. Dive down deep and hold my breath. You're the key to my world. Grace is a song I never heard before.
Jenny Barnes, the Jenny Barnes Band. Fantastic.
Love it. Woo!
You guys got such a great, always have since I met you, such a great, I guess the catchphrase,
Vibe.
the cliche now is vibe. But they were vibe before vibe became popular.
That's right.
You know? And yes.
There's a new catchphrase that everybody says. Obsessed. I'm obsessed. They could eat like a hamburger and say, I'm obsessed with that hamburger. I'm obsessed with those jeans. I'm obsessed. It's a little pet peeve of mine. I don't know why I brought that up.
I'm glad.
It's coming out. It's all coming
That's
out.
all right, Jenny. Let it go. That's
Yeah,
it.
I just played a song. It's still pouring out.
That killed the vibe a little bit.
Killed the vibe.
Kill the vibe. Well, it's lit. It's yeah. My girls got like a bunch of things, but I haven't heard obsessed yet.
Oh, obsessed. Yes.
So I hope I never do.
They're obsessed with everything.
Well, I am obsessed with your music. Always have been.
I am obsessed with this show.
I am flattered beyond belief right now.
Sounds like the intro to a Meatloaf song.
Oh, da-da-da. Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, I'm obsessed. No, I am obsessed.
It's like a Calvin Klein commercial. Obsession. All right, so who? I know you write a lot of the material, and what do you do more of? Lyrics, music, or both?
She does it all.
Does she? I thought you had your hands in that pretty
Yeah.
well too, Chris. No,
A couple of riffs here and there. She's
a couple of riffs.
Yeah, I have to it's like pulling teeth to get him to play those riffs, you know. So we're married, and he
we are?
sits on the the couch with a guitar, and he just plays this stuff, and I'm like, that is great. We gotta remember that. Oh, I'm busy. He owns a business, so he's busy.
If he was a villain in one of the Batman series, he would be the Noodler. All
Noodler.
guitar players are the Noodlers.
Yes,
They noodle and then they can't remember half the stuff they did.
That's what happens. Yeah, that's why my phone is actually probably too full, and I need to pay more money for my iCloud now.
Well, you just get an
'Cause it's-
internal camera just trained on the couch, and you just have it record every
Claire.
time he does it.
That is such
We
a
have
great
it.
idea, but I'm afraid of what I'd see. I have my 24-year-old son still living at home. Yeah, so gotta be careful there.
Well, we have a phone call coming in right now, and I will tell you what's up on the screen, but I'm afraid to say it. So, hello, welcome to Rock on Radio.
Well, hello. Thank you for having me.
Is this Britt?
This is Britt.
Hello, Britt. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. Just flew from LA to New York City, so I'm here in the Big Apple, and it's a little cold, but I'm good.
Ah, where? What section of the city are you in?
I am hanging in the Lower East Side at the moment.
Oh, look at you.
Trendy.
Nice. Well, you were calling Rock on Radio. I am the host, Danny Coleman. My producer Claire is here.
Howdy.
I have Jenny
Hi,
Barnes, Darren, Greg Smith, and Chris Pitcher of the Jenny Barnes Band here this evening with me in studio.
Awesome.
And well, first, let me ask you just a quick question about you. You are the okay. That's never mind. Ooh. All right, you are Britt Lightning, and you are the one who is the camp and music director for this rock and roll fantasy camp that is approaching quickly, December 5th and through the 6th. But
5th through the 8th. 5th through the 8th. It's a 4-day camp.
Yep. I'm
Yep.
sorry, I misread that. Yeah, right there.
okay.
I misread that, Britt, because it's right in front of my face now.
Reading is fun and mental.
But I also notice in the press release that not only are you the musical director, but also part of Vixen.
That's correct.
Nice. Now, and the only reason I say that is because right above your name on the press release, I see another member of Vixen, who was taking place in or taking part in this rock and roll camp, Miss Julia Lodge.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
I met Julia about 10 years ago when she was with a band called Kicking Harold
Okay, I know the band. Right.
out in Los Angeles. And she was here on the East Coast and opening up for, oh gosh, I know she dated the guy. What the heck was the band's name?
It's Greg Smith Band.
No, not the Greg Smith Band.
Richie Kotzen?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Close, very close. Greg.
And he was in the band with Billy Sheehan and oh gosh, Mike Portnoy.
Yeah, the Winery Dogs.
The Winery
Was it the
Dogs.
Winery?
Thank you. I was
Yes.
drawing a blank. So that's where I met
Yes.
Julia because I had done an article and a review. I did an article to preview the show, and I did an article to write up the show, and I had spent some time on the phone with Julia, and then her and I kind of kept in touch for a little bit. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but when I saw that, I was like, that is fantastic because she is one heck of a bass player.
She is actually. I recommended her to be in Vixen when the original bass player of Vixen was. She took a hiatus after COVID, and so I met Julia. She was one of the first people that I met when I moved out to LA, and we worked in a couple different projects together. And when I heard that we were looking for a new bass player, I said, "I got the girl. No auditions needed."
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, she is. She brings it. I mean, she is fantastic. I don't even know if she would remember me at this point, but that is she is definitely somebody that I would want to see at a rock and roll fantasy camp. That's for sure.
Yes, and in addition to that, we have Nancy Wilson of Heart. We have Sheila E., formerly of Prince. We have Lita Ford of the Runaways, and we have Nita Strauss, who plays with Alice Cooper, Rhonda Smith, who played with Prince and Jeff Beck, and so many more. So it's a 4-day camp in Los Angeles where you get to jam with your musical heroes, and then you play 2 performances. Live performances. You play at the Viper Room on the Sunset Strip, legendary Viper Room. So it's really an amazing experience. And I started these women-only rock camps in 2022 because I felt as though there were not enough women at the regular rock camps. And sure enough, these have been a huge success. And this is our 3rd annual one.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic. Well, in all honesty, you had me at Nancy Wilson.
Me too. Me too.
I had the pleasure of interviewing her several years back, and what a sweetheart. And when I saw that, I thought, that alone, between her and Lita Ford and you ladies, that should just right there. Is the camp sold out?
So we still have a few guitar player, bass player, and keyboardist spots available. So we're taking signups for the next week. So if anybody out there is listening and wants to do this, this is your opportunity. It's a total bucket list opportunity. It'll change your life, guaranteed. And if you don't believe me, you can check out Rock Camp the movie on Amazon Prime, free on Amazon Prime.
And you have to be a woman for this, right?
For this particular one, yes, you do. But we have them all year round. We do about 6 to 8 camps a year. And all the other ones are co-ed. So you are more than welcome at any other ones.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Identify as a woman.
So I'll give you your wardrobe back, Claire, when we're done with this. I was ready to,
No thanks. You can keep it.
I was ready to become one of them there transgressors. So where does the body of the camp take place, though?
So it's all in Los Angeles, Hollywood, California. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, but like during the day, you don't go to the Viper Room during the day, right?
No,
Where is
so during the day we have a rehearsal space where we do band rehearsals, master classes, jam rooms, Q&A sessions, and more. And then we have the 2 live performances that are at the venues.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, how does anybody listening to this program, how do they find out more about the camp and maybe securing one of those few spots you have left?
Sure, you can check out rockcamp.com or you can call our number at 888-762-2263 and you'll get a live person and we'll tell you all about it. And it's really amazing. The camps have been going on since 1996. So it's a well-oiled machine at this point, and they're just amazing. And 50% of our campers are returnees because it's just such a great thing. So once you come, you won't be able to stop.
I bet. Now, how do you get these how do you get the rock stars to do this? You just call them up and say,
Well,
"Hey, I got
we-
this
you know-
idea," or "I'll buy you a drink."
Yeah, we
What do you
have-
do?
We have relationships with them, but you know what? The guest stars really love to do this because it's something completely different than they're used to doing. Every now and then a rock star will have meet and greets and things like that. But if you've ever been backstage at Kiss, for example, it's a quick photo click and then you're out the door, and it's really not personal. And this isn't really a fan moment. It's musicians talking to musicians. So it's Nancy Wilson talking to these guitar players and stuff. So it's on a different level. It's a level that everybody can relate to. And like Roger Daltrey of The Who was one of the first guests we ever got at the Rock Camp, he always says, it reminds me of where I came from. And that's why I enjoy giving back and doing this, because it brings you back to the passion of music when you really wanted to do it before all the money and all the band drama was involved. Just the real reason you picked up a guitar, the real reason you started playing drums.
Well, very true. Now, I see the other thing is you have rehearsals, master classes, Q&As, jam sessions, all that leading up to there. But it also says that the camp is open to musicians of all levels.
That's right. So we have people, first of all ages and all levels. So we have at this upcoming camp, we have ages 10 to 75. And we have people that just picked up a guitar during COVID and have never played outside their bedroom, let alone jammed with a band or stepped foot on a stage. And then we have people that play in Heart tribute bands and that gig out every weekend, and they're really accomplished musicians. So we accept all playing levels, all ages. From all over. We get people from all different countries, and it's really a very neat thing.
And then what do you do? Break them down based on age and ability?
Mostly ability. I talk to every single camper that signs up, and I see them play. They either play for me live over Zoom, or they send me in a video, and then I get a sense of their personality, what they hope to get out of camp, and all those factors go into me deciding, how to form them into bands. But honestly, it's been amazing. And some of these bands, they stay together post camp. Even if they don't live near each other, they fly out and they do gigs throughout the year. And so it's really a very cool bonding experience, because you're meeting all these people, a whole community of people with the same passion.
Great. Now that's December 5th to the 8th. Where's
Yes.
everybody meeting? Where are they assembling?
So Hollywood, California, we all meet at a rehearsal studio there, and that's where it all goes down.
Excellent. All right. Again, websites and how we find the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp.
Yes, you can go to rockcamp.com. On the social medias, it's at Rock Fantasy Camp. And there's a number on the website you can call as well. There's an informational Zoom session that you can go to every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, to learn more about the camp live and ask questions. And again, you can also watch the documentary film free on Amazon Prime, Rock Camp the movie. Or to learn more, you can check out Rock Camp the podcast, streaming on Apple and Spotify and anywhere you listen to podcasts.
And one last question. What is Vixen up to when this is all done?
All right. Well, Vixen, we just finished up our last few shows for the year, but we're coming on strong in 2025. And you can check out the website vixenofficial.com for all the latest tour dates, and we'll be coming to a city near you, hopefully.
Well, beautiful. If I can assist you with another one of these phone calls, Britt, please let me know.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nice talking to you guys.
All right. Well, enjoy
Thanks
New
for
York
having
City
me.
and enjoy, have a great camp and rock on.
All right. Rock on. Thank you, guys. You too.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Britt
Bye-bye.
Lightning of Vixen here on Rock On Radio, where our guest is Jenny Barnes and the Jenny Barnes Band. Let's do some more music.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we can come back and I'll torture you some more. What would you like to do for us?
Let me see. We're gonna do. You want us to do something live again?
Whatever
We're gonna do
you
a
want.
song called.
Tranquilizer. That's okay. You choked yourself.
Tranquilizer.
I choked myself, and I,
Whoa.
With the headphones.
another love song.
It's
It's really about.
You're
It's
like a-
all about love. I love love. Oh, I love to destroy studios when I get there.
You're like a
because of the
camping
love.
trip. You're intense.
I'm a bull in a china shop. That's me.
What he did there.
Uh-oh, Chris is standing up for
Lovingly.
this one.
I know.
We have the Jenny Barnes Band here in studio. As you can tell, this is a very serious program right now, so you got to kind of bear with us.
Okay. I'm doing this sitting down. This is fun.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for something, no bottle or pill. Another day forward facing, tearing up the hill. Look at me low, with your eyes on fire. Get a cold chill, a bird on a wire. Then he kick in, and we spin, tranquilizer. Say it to me again, I like to see your lips move. Repeat it please, can't get enough of you. Like a cold shot, as it goes down my throat burning. Little off balance, I can feel my struggles turning into sin. Then we begin, tranquilizer. Hey. Rise up towards me as we intertwine. Reach up touching, one hell of a time. Cast a spell, I'm yours and you are mine. Can I get a water and a witness? I committed no crime. Then it spins, we begin, tranquilizer. Like a cold shot, as it goes down my throat burning. Little off balance, I can feel my struggles turning into sins. Then we begin, and it spins, tranquilizer.
Jenny Barnes, the Jenny Barnes Band here on Rock On Radio.
Did
Tranquilizer.
you hit your nose?
No, I was running.
Oh.
You were
Darren.
running. You were running in place there.
Darren, why don't you join us here when you get yourself situated there? Because I want to talk about this big show coming up at the Lizzie Rose Music Room on December 6th with the Jenny Barnes Band.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to Jenny playing those originals and getting them out there all in one. People are not used to, hearing them all together.
Right.
So I think that night is going to be a really special night because that'll be the night for all those originals to really shine, and to also hear them with the full band is going to be incredible.
Over the years of me doing this program, there have been a handful, and I mean a handful, of artists who I think have what I like to call, and what I see other people call now, the it factor. The first one I ever discovered that way was a woman named Laura Cheadle, and she makes her living doing music. She literally tours the world with her band, which is mostly her family, actually, and she does very well. The second one was they're two very young artists, one who goes by the name of Soph, S-O-F, and the other was Taylor Tote when she was doing a different style music. Not so much now, but back then. And then the other was Samantha Spano, who at the age of like 12, this kid had audiences in the palm of her hand. And then there was Jenny Barnes. And that's because Chris and you guys, you work so well together. And the stage presence and the appeal to go with the music, because a lot of times people, especially men, will look at the stage and see a woman come on with a guitar and think, all right, what's this girl got? But, you deliver. And the music is great.
True.
I've seen it happen. Yeah.
It really happens from the first note. So most people who come in, maybe they haven't seen her before. They'll come in to a show, and they might not even know who's playing. They just happen to show up at this venue. And I love to hang out at the venues and listen to what people are saying. Unanimously, I always hear, who is she? Who is she? From the first note that comes out of her mouth from the first song, the audience is like, whoa. And I remember the first time, seeing them at the Long Branch Distillery with the John Prine song. I was the same way. So it's very funny for me it's ironic to go to the shows and hear people say that, because I was in that situation. I was in that position. And, it's pretty clear. You call it the it factor, but really it's magic. There's a magical synergy that goes on between all of them when they're on the stage. And I think that no matter what venue you go to, that vibe is there. And that's what people, they feel it.
Right.
It's not just a listening thing. They're feeling that music. They're feeling the lyrics, especially now. There's been a few more originals being played. People are hearing the originals. I love watching people who know some of the originals start to sing the words.
Well, that's the ultimate, and
Yeah.
you guys will.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate reward as a original artist, is to have people sing your music back to you,
Yeah.
or to request a song. Yeah. That's big too. And the thing is that you guys and Chris, I don't know if you'll agree or disagree, and either way is fine, but you guys have a quiet confidence on stage. You don't get up there and
We're pretty calm, I would say.
you don't get up there and rip it up like some. You're more like a Tedeschi Trucks type of
That's a compliment.
of vibe, and I think that's great, and anybody that goes to see you is in for a treat. So how can they do that, Darren? How can they get tickets to the Lizzie Rose?
So you can go to the LizzieRoseMusic.com, and there'll be a link. And it's all over Jenny's page. There's links to the tickets, and there's some advertisements and some commercials that we've done. She's done some special projects.
That stuff's on Facebook.
On
right?
Facebook, yeah. There's a couple things on YouTube. There's videos on YouTube. So
Okay. Now, Eliza Niels is a friend of mine, right? And I was talking to her. I can't remember if it was her, but she was talking about playing there. And I know the last time she played there wasn't her first time, or was it?
I think she's played there a couple times.
Right. She had played there last year as well.
Yep.
But I remember saying to her, "So you're playing the Lizzie Rose?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "So are you doing full band?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "That is the only bar, or that is the only concert venue where you can stand on stage and see people in the men's room."
It's a pretty intimate venue. I don't think they advertise that part.
I do. Don't worry about it. I do it for you.
And the acoustics are in that room are just. I think that's the thing too about the room. The room, there's an energy in that room that I think when the artists get in there.
Who is your sound guy? Because he does a heck of a job.
I don't know his last name. Todd. Todd is his first name.
He
Yeah,
might be Leon Bass's brother.
Yeah.
Probably. Yes.
Todd on sound.
Todd on
Todd on
sound.
sound.
Ta-da!
His cousin.
It's a cool place because there's not a bad seat in the house. I mean, it's a 70-seat venue, and so
Is it that many?
yeah.
Wow.
As an artist, to play there is really cool too. It's
Yeah, and that's the cool thing too. There's been like some of the national headliners are coming, and they love playing there.
Yeah.
They love coming back because they all say the same thing. The sound is awesome. The crowd, people are going there to listen. They're not hanging out like at the bar talking and chatting. They're
And
there
there's
to
no television sets.
Yeah,
on
they're there to
behind
listen
you
to
like
the
you find
music.
at the local.
Yeah.
Right.
if you got to be careful because if you cough or sneeze or they're that close to you, and they're tight together too.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Speaking of
Yeah, it's
coughing,
just awesome room to play. It's
On
on
cue.
yeah, it's so. Are the tickets on your website too? What are your links, website, social media? How do we find you?
The Jenny Barnes Band on Facebook, and I have Jenny Barnes Music on Instagram.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so there's no official website, just Facebook
no,
and
there's
Instagram.
supposed to be every year we talk about it. And we just
Well,
haven't
you know
done
what?
that
I
yet.
actually built the shell of it, and that's about as far as I got.
Merry Christmas to me.
I was too busy sitting on a couch refusing to play original music.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time when I cooked a pot roast and Chris wanted sushi instead?
Wow.
It's an inside joke.
Actually, I think you
Right for the
did.
jugular.
As I recall, I think you did tell me that one. I'm surprised you're sitting here, Chris.
Wow. Wow, we're playing hardball tonight.
It's a long ride home,
There it is. I got the keys.
right? Oh, gosh. So when you do write your music, right, or when you prep for a place like Lizzie Rose, is there a certain style, or do you? And I know you said your music's always evolving, and you just write and write and write. But is there ever an adaptation factor when you get to a venue like the Lizzie Rose, which is so close and intimate?
Well, I guess we don't have crazy heavy metal leads in our music for the Lizzie Rose, but I've been going to the Lizzie Rose for years, and the acts that go there, it's such an honor to be able to play in that room with all of that beautiful energy. So I take a lot of that into consideration, and I guess when I'm writing the songs, I'm not writing it for a particular room. I'm writing it for every room. So I don't know if I curb myself to play at the Lizzie Rose. I'm still playing the way I want to, the songs that I want to play.
Okay.
I will play some blues selections too. We usually do a few of those. We do Shake Your Hips. It's a great
Oh.
one. It's a good one. Yeah. so-
Actually, and you can say that one, there's a video of that one on YouTube, the Shake Your Hips, the Slim Harpo cover that she covers and the band covers. And it's definitely, it brings people, when the people come to the shows, the ones who have heard that video, they want to hear that live. And when it's live, woo,
It's good stuff.
it's great stuff.
Everything you guys do is great stuff. How long is it? Is it 2 sets or just one?
Usually it's
We did-
2 sets.
Yeah, we
I
did
think.
an intermission last time. I
Yeah, it was
believe.
like 2 45s
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
a break in the
hour
middle.
and a half to 2 hours.
To eat a brownie because there's brownies.
Ooh.
There's brownies.
Wow.
And it's bring your own.
Yeah.
Bring your own
Bring your own
brownies.
brownies, yes.
Bring your own
There's
BYOB.
Yes.
You can bring muffins
It is
too.
And
BYO.
they do sell beer, right?
No, it's BYO.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it is BYO.
I haven't been there. in a
But
while.
don't have any BO.
No.
Yeah, it's too
Bring your
close
own
to that.
BO. No, I mean,
You're way too close together to have any. So, then tell us about that. Take us through your music when you write a song. If you can get over his incessant noodling, as we discovered earlier.
Well, usually, something will remind me, like maybe an organic sound that happens. I know people say, like, they write a song in the car if it's raining and they hear the windshield wipers going. And I usually feel like some kind of beat. And then I'll go from there and I'll try to, like, find a melody first. Usually I'll sing something and then I'll try to fit the guitar in after. But sometimes it's vice versa. So a lot of things come to me in the shower. I don't know if you've ever heard that. I've heard that happen to people before, but a lot of ideas. And then I'll take it down to the band on a Tuesday or Wednesday when we practice.
Unless you have another band on Tuesday.
And, I'll try to work it out and usually throw my phone in the middle of the room and record it. And then when they leave, I'll go listen to it and fine tune it from there. And sometimes it comes out and, like, Tranquilizer was one and done. It was done. I knew it. It was complete. And then sometimes some of them need a little bit more work. I've been writing songs since I'm 11 years old.
wow.
And so I have books and napkins and notebooks and all of this stuff. Actually, I should probably go into the little bin that I have everything in and look and see. Because I could
Revisit.
go back to those lyrics and I could know exactly what I was feeling, thinking, all of that in that moment. So I hope that answered your question.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm taking piano lessons, so I'm at the very early stages of piano lessons. And thank you, Kim Harth Duncan, my lovely piano teacher. She's wonderful. She came to some gigs, and I found out she was a piano player, and she's like, "I'll teach you." I said, "I will be your student." So I had a piano lesson before I got here today.
Nice.
Whoa.
She is wonderful. And I'm trying to learn to read music because I don't read music. I'm learning music theory right now, and it's a lot. It's like
I have a
lot.
story about that, but we actually have our last phone call of the evening coming in right now. So I will answer that and say hello to Mr. Earl Chaos. Hello, Earl. How are you?
How you doing there, Danny?
We are fantastic. Say hello to my producer, Claire, and my
Howdy.
guests in studio, the Jenny Barnes Band.
How you doing, Jenny Barnes Band and Claire?
Hello,
Nice to
Jenny.
meet you.
Now, where are you calling us from, Earl?
I'm calling you from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Whoa. All right. Nice.
Yeah,
So
a
that
lot of people real interested in this giant sphere here. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yes.
the eagle. Yeah, so I live about a block away from there.
Oh, okay. I was going to be my question. Do you live there, or are you just out there spending your kid's college fund? I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, I live here. I just moved out here about 6 weeks ago, and I was in Pennsylvania, but I could have had 1 foot in Phillipsburg and 1 foot in Pennsylvania where I was living. I was right on the border.
Oh, so you're up there around Easton.
Right.
I just did a gig in July at the Steel Stacks up there. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played there a few times. It was really nice.
Yeah, so tell me about life on Mars.
Um, 2 days from now, on the 15th, they're releasing our seventh album. It's called Clouds Colliding with Clouds. And it's on the Deco label. And my partner is Fernando Perdomo. Might not be a household name, but it would take your whole show to list his credits. You know, he's just incredible. He's the one that produced the Paul McCartney anniversary Ram album and stuff. And he recently, not too long ago, sat in on guitar for Steve Howe of Yes, at the Alan White tribute concert. So Steve wasn't there. Fernando played all the guitar parts of Steve Howe, for that show. But yeah, he's in a movie called Echo in the Canyon, I believe, with Jacob Dylan. He was the lead guitar player for Jacob in that movie. It was in the theaters and then Netflix and stuff. And basically, Life on Mars, Fernando and I's Life on Mars with special guests. This is our seventh album. Over the albums, we've had guests from bands like Bob Dylan, Yes. We had Pink Floyd's backing vocalists on a couple of albums. Denny Sywell from McCartney and Wings played drums for us on a couple of albums, actually. Scarlett Rivera, Bob Dylan's violin player. Jamie Glazer, the lead guitar player for Jean-Luc Ponty. So we've had special guests on all our albums. It's basically me and Fernando with special guests. And our seventh album is coming out in 2 days. It's called Clouds Colliding with Clouds. It's distributed by Warner Music Group.
Okay. And I see, and yeah, right here also at Deco Entertainment as well. I'm actually in the Deco 2-track studios as we speak.
Yeah, I know. I just mentioned that Deco was putting the album out.
Yep. So I also see this is what, a 14-track album?
Yeah. 14 new recordings.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what? Go ahead.
I guess we've got about 85 songs total across the 7 albums.
Wow.
So this one has 14 songs. We have one has 17 songs on it. It almost could have been 2 albums. But yeah, we're usually between 12 and 14 songs on the albums.
Well, in the days of today, where a lot of people don't put out full-length albums anymore, I'm glad that you did. 14 tracks is a good, healthy amount, fantastic, healthy amount. Was there more that you was it difficult to pick the 14, or did you say these are the 14? You knew it right from the get-go.
I've written over 700 songs, Danny, and then I stopped keeping count. So I think I would have enough to do 70 albums if they all had 10 songs each. So it's not that hard for me to pick out the songs. I just try to pick out the ones that I think we can do the best recordings, and that people will like.
Okay. Well, you sent us, or Charlie sent us a track. Claire, what's it? Which one do we have?
In My Blood.
Oh, In My Blood.
In My Blood.
Is that the latest single?
This song is one of the featured tracks on the new album. So I guess if you guys play it, it'll be the world premiere, Danny.
Whoa, I like that.
Yeah, but it is a song off the new album that's coming out in 2 days. It's called In My Blood, and it's I don't know if you play guitar, but as any guitar player will tell you, it's fun to just smash on the guitar, turn up the volume and have fun. So In My Blood, it's that type of song, and the premise of the song is that rock and roll is in my blood.
Excellent. Now, do you write most of the lyrics, or?
I I guess we got about 85 songs on across the albums. I've written 84 of them.
Well, that's a good percentage, Earl.
Yeah. And like I said, I've written over 700 songs. I write the lyrics first every time. There's no exception, you know?
Yes,
So,
sir.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
some songs are heavy lyrics and deep and all this stuff, but In My Blood is a fun song. It's just about, like I said, rock and roll being in our blood. That's what the topic of the song is. And it's a good rocker, I like this one.
All right, so other than through decoentertainment.com, how do we find Life on Mars? Social media, websites?
Yeah, like people know us. If you Google Life on Mars, the band, and, maybe with my name next to it, it's Earl Chaos, Kayoss. You can find us, and if you Google the album title, Clouds Colliding with Clouds, you'll find it all over the place. It's on every major download site. You can get hard copies of CDs and stuff, So it's easy to find us.
Okay, and we will. And we're going to, producer Claire is over there tapping away now to try and find links to put up on our sites.
Yeah, the album is certainly available on the Deco site, on Deco Entertainment site, and I think it's available for pre-order right now, and the official release is 2 days from now. But it's a terrific album, and it's the 7th album we've done, and I know that they've all gotten better as we've gone along. So to me, I like this one. It's a pretty good album.
Excellent. So are you going to go see that big sphere?
I can see it from my front porch, Danny.
They're not going to suck you inside of it?
I don't know. They could. They project some really freaky stuff up on that.
I've seen that, yes.
Yeah, I don't want, I was very close to it one day, and this giant alien, appears and the animation that's like coming right at you and stuff. It's pretty nuts. Yeah.
I would definitely increase my intake of Jack Daniels at that point, I think.
or decrease it.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
was
All right,
really-
Earl. Well, we're going to play In My Blood, and good luck with the album when it it dropped on the 15th, right? It's going to drop on
Yeah.
the 15th of November.
2
So
days from now.
perfect for holiday gift giving.
Yeah, my advice to the folks that are going to listen to this song is turn it up and wear a football helmet. It's a good rocker.
Wear a football helmet. Uh-oh. If I had hair, I'd be able to do that whole, heavy metal thing, but I don't have any hair. So I definitely need the football helmet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, Earl. Well, thank you for taking the time to call Rock On Radio, man, and good luck with it.
Thanks so much for having me on. And take care, folks.
All right, sir. Rock on.
Earl.
Rock on.
There you go. Earl Chaos of Life on Mars. And here's a tune called In My Blood.
It's in my heart, it's in my soul, it's in my faith, it's in my blood, my dripping blood. It's in my eyes, it's in my brain, it's in my dreams on the southbound train, my dripping train. It's in blues and rock and roll, blues for shoes and a Bowery roll. It's the blues and rock and roll. Take a fire in my soul.
heck is going on here? There we go.
Helmet off.
Then he
Yeah,
fell
yeah,
off.
the helmet on.
Yeah, take that.
Let's get ready to rumble. Radio show host versus headphones. So, what do you? We are here with Jenny Barnes Band, and so you have December 6th at the Lizzie Rose.
Yes.
Anything else beyond that, or?
Oh, we have before that, beyond that, yeah. And actually, so last year, Chris and I took a trip to Alaska, and we did 9 shows in Alaska. We had
Really?
one hell
It was amazing.
of a time.
I'm booking the next trip already.
Yeah, he's already booked the next
Really?
trip, and we got Greg coming with us. And we asked our friend Mike
got
Fash to
special
come
paperwork.
with us to
He
play
was-
Oh,
bass.
Mike!
Yeah,
Yay!
you guys know
Yeah.
Mike, yeah.
Yes, Santa Claus Mike.
Yes.
Yes. So he's going to come with us.
I
and
just saw
play.
him at the Veterans Benefit.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
yeah. Did he play with anybody?
No, he was just there supporting.
Wasn't he your band though? He
Yeah,
was.
he was-
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
Yeah,
on
and
all
he
our
was
Before-
Studio stuff.
Pre
Yeah.
He
beard.
was wonderful to write with.
Yeah.
He was wonderful. He doesn't say much, but he would come up with just some great
He's awesome.
ideas.
Just
Yeah,
awesome.
he's a great guy. And so we were like, who could we get that would be willing to come? He just retired. Oh, let's call Mike. And
Nice.
Chris, actually, I think you just,
It was yesterday.
yeah, yesterday. And he was like, sure, I'd love to come. So.
So when's this big cruise, or is it cruise or no? It's
no,
a
we
place.
fly. It's how long? 11 hours on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
You gotta
it's
take
crazy. Take a puddle jumper.
to where we
Nice.
go. And
But
And you played the same place?
yeah, at the lodge that we stayed
What-
at. is
what
the
town?
only-
it's in
Hoona.
Hoona,
Did you ever
Hoona,
see
Alaska.
the Alaskan Bush People, the TV show? The
I've
family?
heard it, but I've never of it, but I've never seen it.
So this is the lodge that they supposedly lived in the bush.
Oh.
Well, when they were cold and tired and dirty, they would go to the lodge, and so I think the Discovery Channel, stayed at the lodge as well. So this is the lodge that we ended up staying at. My cousin lives in Hoona, and she's like, "When are you going to come to visit me?" And she said, "I can get you a gig at the lodge, and you can barter."
Ooh.
So it was phenomenal, and we ended up playing almost every night that we were there. Actually, maybe not. We had like a couple of days in the middle because we're old.
Well,
Then I definitely am decomposing
playing
right
like
in front of them.
14 gigs in a row. The people at the lodge, they were just Barb and Ed. They were so awesome to us. They fed us. They took care of us. They gave us rooms. They gave us their car. They took us on a fishing trip. We caught like 50 pounds of halibut and we bought it home.
yeah.
We had the best time. We went looking for bears. Do you know how you find grizzly bears in Alaska? This is the pastime.
Open
my
your eyes.
cousin,
Walk outside with a sandwich.
you look for bear poop,
Oh.
the scat.
They don't poop in the woods either. It's all on the
It's all on the
the
road.
dirt roads that go through. The
So
woods.
literally, you're looking for the bears and you're counting to see.
really is.
This is the pastime that these people, they're. I went to somebody's house for dinner because people invited you for dinner. I did a couple haircuts when I was there. It was like the craziest experience, but we had
was
so much
awesome.
fun.
Northern exposure.
I went to this guy's house, and it was Dodie and Bob, I think. Yeah. And Bob, I said, Bob, how much was the most snowfall you had? What did he say? 21 feet?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
21 feet.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of snow.
We also
Yeah.
met an incredible guitar player. This guy Bob Barton.
Yes.
He was
yeah.
he's like 86 years old. He's a retired colonel from the Air Force. But when he was 14, he was playing lap steel at Studio B, RCA Studio B,
Oh.
with like Merle Haggard and
Wow.
all
Johnny
those-
Cash?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he played. He was a studio guy there until he was 19 or 20 or whatever.
And he has
Wow.
this collection of guitars that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Didn't he have
Very
Lucille?
Well, he had one
or
of
a
the-
copy
the-
of Lucille.
One of the Lucille's.
And one of Elvis's guitars. He also gave
Yeah,
it
he
back
had-
to Graceland.
It was a Strat that Elvis owned.
Yeah, he's what a sweet man, and he's the pastor there.
Oh,
Yeah, so
great.
Great
Nice.
guy.
So when's his trip that I'm going on?
So you said Johnny Cash,
yes,
which happens to also be the name of one of your tunes.
Yes.
Do we have that?
You have that, yes.
Should we play that?
Yes, you should.
Okay. Now, how do you come up with a song like Johnny Cash, which is actually one of my favorite
Yeah.
Jenny Barnes tunes?
Well, that song was from experience in my life. I was having a really dark time in my life, and a lot of my family and I, we kind of like split up. You know, you grow up with your sisters and your brothers, and everything's good, and you have this dynamic, and then when you get older and you start to come into your own, the dynamic changes, and sometimes people fight that dynamic. So I was experiencing that at that point in my life, and you know, I felt like I imagined my sisters and my mother coming after me with pitchforks, like, burn her at the stake. And that's part of my song. And also when
Joan of Arc.
Yes, when all of that was happening, you know, I was being me, and I was making my own decisions. And when you come from a strong family of women, I mean, strong women, they will fight you with words and with everything. And I'm a hairdresser, so I worked at a hair salon with my whole family. So you know, I had to leave my job, and you know, I did a lot of strange things, and that's where that song came out of. That time in my life, it was just devastating but liberating in the same
context.
And I had a dream. Somehow Johnny Cash came there, but I had a dream about George Harrison. And he was in his boxers and his wife beater, and we're having a conversation. He came into my bedroom, and we were just like sitting there talking about music. And so in my song, I say I'm dreaming about me and Johnny Cash kicking ass on a Friday night. And really, it was George Harrison.
Wow.
I don't know how I remember that.
Well, it was a dark time, so Johnny Cash was the man in black. So maybe there's that whole.
There you go.
Yeah, you did.
Nice work.
Thank you.
All right. Well, here's Jenny Barnes and Johnny Cash.
I'm officially hitting the road. I'm under a different sky. And this come as a frightening welcome. Now who am I, who am I? You can march down your warpath screaming with your pack of wolves I left behind. You can say what you want to about me, but that don't make the truth of your lies. And your piercings and your tattoos and your book of art can tell you the why. Have I been so hard on myself to prove that I'm alright? I've been thinking things haven't been right, 'cause I've been pacing the floors
Slow Groove Vibe from the Jenny Barnes Band. Although that was more of a Great Unknown time
Barnes and the
period,
Great
right?
Unknown,
Yeah. Ha! Johnny Cash. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
You wish.
Never mind. So, Greg, you're right over there. You've been awful quiet. You keep getting up and moving. Now you've been back for a bit, so I guess it's safe to talk to you. Were you just getting away from?
He doesn't sit still long. So, yeah, no, yeah, I'm good. I'm very happy.
All right. What's your favorite part about playing in the Jenny Barnes ensemble?
Front row seat every show. You said it before. You get to watch people fall in love with her because as soon as she opens her mouth or starts playing her guitar, it's just like people are like, "Wait, I was just talking to her a few minutes ago about this or that or the other thing. I didn't even know she was in the band." No, she is the band.
Yeah.
I mean, she's,
Nice.
my joke is that I'll follow her off a cliff. She just, I don't know. You get to be part of something a few times in your life, and if you don't recognize that symbol to know when to grab hold of that, I'm grabbing hold for dear life.
Thanks, Greg.
And
Smiles, Davis.
My wife is one of her biggest
Hey,
fans.
Greg, let me stop you right there because it'll work a lot better if you do that. Yes.
Yeah, I don't sit still.
You are.
I don't sit still. Okay, we caught that. I'm aware of studio etiquette. I just don't remember.
He's a drummer.
That's okay.
You don't sing,
Yeah.
so that's okay.
Music is what I
You hear
do.
what she's
He
saying
does
about us?
Into it.
He does. He sings.
One conversation at a time for me. As long as nobody's throwing something at me, I'm pretty okay.
Now, do you guys have now, I know that, Jenny, you do tell a few stories when you perform. Is there a favorite Jenny Barnes story that she tells? Or that?
Yeah, there's one about a pot roast. And,
Oh, now, who went back there?
And noodling.
Was that for me? I don't know.
Either
No.
one of you.
I'm smarter than I look, I guess. No.
No, keep it
Not
out
biting,
under wrap.
not biting that
Well,
one.
I'm not asking you to dime her out or,
No, I don't.
tell us that she was sleeping on the tour bus and drooling onto the guy next to her or something. I don't want that. I'm just saying, No?
Oh, good.
You're going to stay silent on that.
But last time I saw Jenny, you guys were going to play at the Crab's Claw.
Yes.
And I came with my daughter, and we went down to see, was it Paul Marzano? I think was
Yeah.
opening up. Yeah, so, I mean, he was first, and then you guys came afterwards. And we couldn't stay. She was like, let's go home, Mom. I was like, all right.
Of course.
But I was bummed I couldn't get to see you guys.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Marzano chased you and your daughter out of a Jenny Barnes show?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
We went to see Marzano.
And after that, your
And then
daughter
I
said,
didn't
I've had
realize you
enough?
guys were also going to be there. Well, we had already eaten dinner. So
And
I
she's
didn't
already
realize.
heard our songs, so.
No, I would always love to hear him again. But no, it was like it was far from home. so.
Which daughter was it?
Grace?
Okay, did Marzano threaten her in any way, shape, or form?
No, I don't even think she was. We were eating. It was
Marzano's
her
a nice
first.
guy,
We
isn't
were
he?
Her first
probably setting
lap.
up.
Yeah,
See,
you guys
actually,
were outside. Yeah.
actually, earlier I didn't realize I still had some chocolate chip muffin on my finger here,
Okay.
so I had to remove that. Grace is an awesome baker.
Yes. My daughter
Yeah.
bakes, and every once in a while, when she has extras, and I know I'll see him, I bring a muffin.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
So.
she's my baby. Oh, I have 4 daughters. So, yes, yeah. So, but
Correct.
it was the first time she had lobster, and then I think I don't know. I saw you out of the corner of my eye, and I ran outside, and I was like, oh.
So, speaking of which, what do you have besides the Lizzie Rose again? What are the other dates coming up?
We're playing at the Arrowhead this coming Friday.
I think
Nice.
we're at Josie Kelly's too soon.
Oh, Josie Kelly's is a
And then the
really
next
awesome
morning, we're
place.
back
Cool
at the
venue.
Arrowhead for a pancake breakfast.
Where's Josie
Oh.
Kelly's?
We're playing at Josie Kelly's.
Josie Kelly's is in Summers Point.
Oh, gosh.
Exit
It's a
30 on the
huge
Garden State
Irish
Park.
bar.
Gorgeous.
Wow, that's a ride.
Yeah, and it's
People
just
love
a great place.
love live music down there, though. It's a good place to play.
Do you find that's like we joked about it earlier, but it really is sad that you go to a lot of these venues and they do nothing but they got 25 televisions. They leave them all on.
There's a lot of that.
And you wind up being background noise more than you wind up being the focus.
I won't start playing unless they shut off the house music. I won't
good.
start playing until
Right.
they do.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
usually louder than the band.
Yeah, it's a distraction. There's places that we actually play that the TV's right behind you.
Right.
So you got to make
Yeah.
sure they turn it off.
Yeah.
There's a place
some of
in
them don't.
there's a place in Hamilton like that. It's called it doesn't have live music anymore, but it was called the Ivy Tavern. And the entire one wall, which was probably as wide as this wall that's behind us, they called it the Great Wall of Alcohol because it was also a liquor store, and it was just nothing but booze.
Right.
And you'd be playing, and somebody would be like walking around the bass player to grab a fifth of Jack off the shelf and stuff. But they also had televisions right above, like in front of where the band would be.
Right.
And it's,
Yeah, that don't have bands. That's,
that exactly. But that's that. Well, we got time for some more music. What you want to do, live, or you want another one recorded?
Another one recorded, I think.
Yeah. The Great Unknown, I believe. Yeah.
Ooh, going back there.
Yeah, we're going back.
All right. Well, we like that. If you're just tuning in, I am here with the Jenny Barnes Band on Rock On Radio. And we have Darren from the Lizzie Rose Music Room. And right now we have
Chris Pitcher.
And the Great Unknown.
Chris Pitcher.
Never mind it. I'm constantly reminded of my struggle. Feels like the whole entire world just came down on me in a double. Now I'm pounding down on the pavement, loud, great unknown, driving me home. Woke up on the wrong side of a ticking clock with a pitchfork in my head. Crawled into ripped jeans like a fish to a spinner. Sometimes it's a big no, then it's a big yes. Nothing's real, the road splits at the seams. A head filled with fear has no space for dreams. Great unknown, drive me home. My honesty has got me into trouble yet again today. I don't mince my words. The truth is, I know just what I'm saying. You got to let it set you free. And I'm peeling the layers down. Great unknown, drive me home. Now I'm pounding on the pavement loud.
You laugh. That was the name of a tavern on State Street in Perth Amboy.
Oh.
If my wife calls, tell her I'm not here. Tavern.
Oh, that's. I like it.
Honey, where are you going? I don't think that would work on that direction.
Yeah. Well, no, because like Lucita would come out and smack him
Ito.
over the head. So, again, we are here with Jenny Barnes. How much time do we have left, Claire?
4 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we are here with Jenny Barnes, Chris Pitcher, Greg Smith of the Jenny Barnes Band, and we have Darren from the Lizzie Rose Music Room, December 6th.
Correct.
And go ahead, Darren.
So it'll be a great opportunity to see Jenny shine, and with the full band for an all original show in a very intimate venue. The sound is awesome. The energy is going to be spectacular. If you've seen Jenny before, you already know what to kind of expect, but you can take that to the next level in that room because the room is awesome.
Surprises. So now you will not know what to expect.
Yes. And you just said that to me, and I just realized we forgot a sponsor. Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation.
I thought you did say them.
I know, but the Christmas party is on December 15th, and the headliner last year was Nick Moss. This year it is Eliza Niels.
That's true.
Tickets are $30. It's at McClune Supper Club in Asbury Park, and I will be there. Will I see you there this year, Miss Barnes?
Maybe.
You played.
And
We've
Mr.
been there
Pitcher?
the last
Played-
few years.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played a few years back.
Yeah, like
yeah.
3 years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that was
recall.
cool.
That was like getting the bonus plan when I showed up and saw you guys there. I
And
was
then I saw you last year at Nick Moss.
at
We-
Nick
Nick
Moss.
Moss was
yeah,
fantastic. Oh
Correct.
My God, what a show.
yeah,
He was
with
good.
Dennis Grunling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Again, websites and all that fun stuff.
Jenny Barnes
Social
Band
media.
on Facebook. I'm starting a TikTok page. And then there's the Instagram, Jenny Barnes Music on Instagram.
Okay. So for you guys, what's the before we wrap it up? What's the end game? Is it to just continue playing local? Are we looking at writing enough where there's hopefully a national
I would love to do that. Yeah, I
or
would
regional
love to.
tour, licensing? What are we looking at?
Yes, if you would write all of that down and hand it over to me so I can remember what to do and in what order. Yes, actually, I would love to make an album and get my music out there more than it has been. I have lots of music still churning, still making music.
But that's true. You don't have an
I don't-
official product.
No.
We came close.
Yeah.
We recorded some stuff.
Yes. So I need to get my butt in gear,
Well,
pretty much.
and get and I'm always torn with that because you guys have enough music for 2 CDs.
Yeah.
7, 8 tracks each one or
Sure.
whatever, or more, of course. But I just that's why when he told me they put out a 14-track CD or album, I was like, good, because you got people, of course, their attention spans aren't what they. Yeah, but if there's only 3 or 4 songs, they're not going to be able to listen that long anyway.
Right.
Make them want to listen to that. Like-
Yeah.
Like Martha Davis at the Motels told me one time, Danny, if I make an album, people are only downloading 1 or 2 songs, I need to make a better album.
That's a good
And
point.
there's, but with the Jenny Barnes Band, that's not an issue because you guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you all for Greg. It was nice meeting you, man.
Yay.
I want to thank you all, Darren. Nice meeting you in person. And I want to thank you all for making the trip here to the hinterlands.
Thank you so
place.
much for doing this for local musicians and for everybody. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
It would be a shame if people such as yourselves didn't have an outlet to play music that's this good. So I am thrilled every time you guys want to come on, and I am thrilled every time I see you. You know, I enjoy your company. I enjoy talking to you, and I enjoy your music.
Thank you.
So you guys deserve all the good things that come your way. So,
Thank you.
because anybody who listens to this tonight can see that the levity and the fun is there, and they are just that kind of group and that kind of people. So, good luck
Thank you.
with everything, and
We'll see you at the Lizzie Rose.
December
6.
6th. What time's the show start?
Doors at 7, show at 7:30.
7:30. Doors open at 7. Parking is free.
Parking is free.
It is free.
Free parking. It's like a Monopoly board. It's close to Atlantic City too.
Do not pass
Sort
go.
of. But that's great. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Next week we have a guest, and I know we have a guest, but I may not have a producer, so we got to figure something out.
Red. Oh, yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. So, but until then.
Rock on!